Hello and welcome back. I am Bill Volpe, W.H. Volpe III, PMP. This is the Volpe Consortium. We are your local internet marketing resource. And today I want to talk to you about how to use Google's keyword tool. Google's keyword tool is very important. We've talked about a lot of different things as far as keywords. We've talked about uh, um, uh, how to use keywords in our articles and why we want to use keywords in our articles because we want to drive people to our website based on those keywords that we end up choosing. But we have to know which keywords to really choose. And so that's why we want to look at Google's keyword tool today. So, moving right along, we're going to see that we actually went to a Google screen, www.google.com. You will see that my URL is a little different at the top. It's not quite google.com, but don't let that confuse you. It's simply because I was in South Africa when I was doing this, and so Google's got a South African Google URL is all it is. But you can just go to www.google.com, and when you get into the Google search bar, you just simply type in Google keyword tool. I don't even bookmark this thing, so you just type in Google keyword tool and it comes right to the top, keyword tool, Google AdWords, and you're right there. And you can go ahead and click on it and go into the tool itself. Now, as we can see here, the tool doesn't really look extremely fancy, but a lot of simple, free-to-use tools aren't really fancy. However, Google knows more about who's searching what phrases than anybody else in the world, since they're the largest search engine in the world. But one of the first things that we see is on the left-hand side, we see that it says tools and keyword tool and included terms and excluded terms, and we could actually go in there and use those, but those are some advanced features. However, one of the features that we do want to take a look at is where it said match types. We have broad, exact, and phrase. And that on the right-hand side, we see find keywords. And those find keywords would be a word or a phrase. We typically want to use 3 to 5 word keyword phrases. That's what we want to use because it's a little bit easier to be competitive in that environment with a 3 to 5 word keyword phrase. And so that's where we kind of want to stick with things. And we generally want to use action oriented keywords like buy or sell or how to or something of that nature in our keywords. So those are important to us also. Now, in this particular case, I want an exact match. I can't think of any time that I use this where I don't want an exact match because it's always going to give you some other choices on top of the exact matches, so you get an idea what broad is like. But we typically use the tool in such a way that we want an exact match. And so looking at our word or phrase box, we see that we want an exact match on buy Boulder, Colorado real estate. So I got an action word in there. I obviously want it to be Boulder, Colorado real estate, and it's 5 words. And we're going to go ahead and type in our captcha here, which we did, and hit the blue search button and see what the search results are going to be. Upon getting our search results, we see that right in the middle of the screen, the first section, which is exact match by Boulder, Colorado real estate, there's no competition, there's no monthly searches, there's no local searches. Absolutely nobody is searching for buy Boulder, Colorado real estate. So this is most likely not a keyword search term that I want to use. However, below that, it does suggest some keyword ideas for me. So why buy Boulder, Colorado real estate is not something that's being searched for, Boulder, Colorado real estate is something that's being searched for. Now, it does say that there's a high competition here, but we really don't care about that because we're not going out to buy keywords. If we were going out to buy keywords, we can expect to spend a lot of money for that because apparently, people are spending a lot of money for those keywords and actually get ready to get ranked for those. But if we look at the global monthly searches, the global monthly searches is only 1,300 and the local monthly searches is 1,000. Now, that's something where we can really compete because we generally want our monthly monthly searches to be anywhere between the neighborhood of 2,500 and 10,000. So it's a little bit lower than where we want to be, but it's definitely somewhere we can compete. So if we can start ranking for Boulder, Colorado real estate, and we get a lot of traffic from that, then we can start getting some AdSense money because of the competition being high. Now, AdSense is a completely other training, but that's what the competition bar really means for us. We can also see that Colorado real estate is in the 2,500 to 10,000 realm too at 8,100. So even that one is fairly good to work with, and that gives us some options. Now, if we really wanted to see what kind of things would come up when we actually type in Boulder, Colorado real estate, then we can go over there and click on it, and we can actually select a Google search, and it'll actually bring it up just like we had typed in Boulder, Colorado real estate, and we can see what kind of search results there are and whether or not it's something that we're wanting to look at for our keywords. Now, in this particular situation, we can see that by searching on Boulder, Colorado real estate, and look at that, it brings it right into the Google bar, and you can see that it gives me Boulder real estate in Colorado, Boulder, Colorado homes and property, Boulder real estate in Boulder, Colorado homes. We can see on the right, it's giving me local search results of real estate agents and things of that nature. So if I'm involved with selling real estate, or I'm involved with buying real estate, or just maybe even doing real estate services, these may be keywords that I want to use based on the search results that is returning for me, and I know that I can compete in that environment. And of course, that just brings more customers to us, and that brings more revenue to us, and it grows our business because it gets us found. That's the whole reason we're doing all of these lessons, everybody, is not to learn these tools, but to learn how to bring more business into our shops, into our corporations, into our revenue stream, bring more customers into our revenue stream by using the internet and the free tools that are available to us. So this is one of those tools that are absolutely positively available to us. If we look down a little bit further, we can see that the A, B, C, D, E, and F here, these are the local search balloons that are actually on this map. And we can look and see that it's Walnut Realty. So this is a real estate agent. We can see that Downtown Boulder Real Estate and 4-Star Realty, Remax of Boulder. These are all real estate agents, and real estate agents don't spend a lot of time on the internet. So these might be areas for you to go ahead and actually compete. And it's not that they don't spend a lot of time on the internet. They use the internet all the time, but they don't necessarily have the marketing skills that you're learning right now, is what we're trying to say there. Of course, they use MLS systems, and they search the internet for real estate and things of that nature. But some of these ads right here, these local ads, these local searches could actually possibly be paid ads. We don't know because we're not diving too deep into them, but they are coming back with local searches. And given everyone else's level of knowledge on the internet, you could actually be able to compete in this realm, because a lot of real estate agents are more focused on doing what they do best, which is selling real estate. That's where they need to be. It's exactly where they need to be, and why shouldn't they be there? But most of them won't focus on what it really takes to drive traffic to their sites. Many of them are still doing networking and handshaking and things of that nature, more face-to-face, more personal. So this could be a really good way, if you were in this realm, to drive traffic to your website, to drive revenue to your business, and to drive customers to your door. So it's important to know that. I think it's less than 50% of small to medium businesses in the United States of America actually have a solid web presence and know how to use many of the tools that I'm showing you right now. So it's safe to say that you could probably compete in this environment by using what I'm giving you right here and right now. Now, we're going to go back to our keyword tool. We're going to do another exact match, and we're going to see if we can find something with our action word in it, with the buy action word. And here we looked at buy Tampa, Florida real estate. And apparently using buy as an action word still doesn't work out really well for us, because nobody is searching for buy Tampa, Florida real estate. We see that competition is nothing, global monthly searches is nothing, local monthly searches is nothing. But once again, much like Boulder, Colorado real estate, it came back with Tampa, Florida real estate, with with a high competition but very low global, monthly, and local searches. I mean, that's about 880 searches a month on both of those. For Florida real estate for sale, we actually see that it climbs up to almost 2,000 global monthly searches. So this might be one that I'm actually interested in. This could be, something that I'm actually interested in. But I'm going to look a little bit farther down the list of keyword ideas that they've given me for Tampa, Florida real estate. And I can see here that Florida real estate is absolutely huge on a global monthly searches basis. It's 27,100, and that's too low, too high for us. That's not exactly where we want to be. So we're going to keep moving on. The rest of them are very low, but we're going to look down a little bit farther on our list. As we look down a little bit further on our list, we can see that Florida real estate is actually an option. So those are good things to know. But, some of these are still small, not really what we want to be. But we're going to continue to look at our keyword search terms. Now, note here that Florida real estate is FL real estate, not Florida spelled out. So these are different things that you might want to try. Much like we did Boulder, Colorado real estate, we might try Boulder, CO real estate and see where that comes up. So we're going to continue down our list, and we see, oh wow, look at this, Fort Lauderdale real estate. Now that's within our 2,500 to 10,000 range, so that's a good thing. Homes for sale in Florida, that's also a good thing. These are very good things to see. Homes for sale in Florida is actually 2,400 global searches a month and 1,600 local searches. So we have homes for sale in Florida, homes in Florida for sale. Very subtle difference. You see that? And that subtle difference makes a huge amount of difference in the search, because homes for sale in Florida is 9,900 global searches a month. But farther down the list here, we see homes in Florida for sale, which is only 2,400 searches a month. And I might be inclined to pick that one because we can compete a little bit better, and it's real close to our 2,500 to 10,000 without with staying on the lower end of that, where we can be more competitive. So this is important to know. So we're going to actually go ahead and click on homes for sale in Florida, and we're going to do a Google search on that to see what actually comes up in our Google search, just like we did for Boulder, Colorado real estate. And in doing so, we see that we've got this beige screen right at the top, and these are actually paid listings in Google. And so where you see where the competition is high, that competition is high for those keywords for the people who are buying those keywords. They are buying those keywords to be in this beige square right here and to be on the right-hand side of the screen. These are all people who are buying clicks. They're buying those keywords. So if you can rank in the other areas, which actually get more clicks, if you can rank in the other areas, you can actually start to get some of that ad revenue for these keywords, because these guys are paying for it. So it's important to be able to rank organically for your keywords if you can go ahead and do it, which is why we do this keyword research. And as we can see in our listings right here, we have Florida real estate. Find homes for sale in Florida at realtor.com. So this is all realtors again. Property for sale in Florida and property in Florida. There again, we see it's a rightmove.co.uk. Okay, so now we've got a European company here that's basically promoting overseas properties, and they are promoting overseas properties in Florida, because we can see that from our UL. So that's interesting to know. And we can learn an awful lot about our keywords by actually using Google's keyword tool here and doing the searches on the keywords that we find relevant to us and trying to stick within our 2,500 to 10,000 searches a month. So this is very important stuff. Moving back to our Google keyword tool, we see that we still have our Buy Boulder, Colorado screen up, and we know that if we want to go with Boulder, Colorado, that Colorado real estate is a good place to be competitive because it's within our 2,500 to 10,000 searches a month, global monthly searches and local monthly searches. In this particular case with Colorado real estate, they happen to be the same number, but they're not always the same number. So you need to make sure that you take a look at that, because if you look at Boulder, Colorado real estate just above it, you have 1,300 global monthly searches, but you only have 1,000 local monthly searches. We wanted to continue to do exact searches when we actually do our Google keyword tool searches, and we want to find the keywords that best suit us. But make sure that you always do an exact search. Make sure that you start off with 3 to 5 keywords, and make sure that you try and use as much as possible some kind of action word in that keyword search. Because if I use buy and it actually comes up, then I know that those people want to buy. If I use sell and they come up, then I know those people want to sell. And I can actually target in on my audience that way and try and figure out who I'm approaching. If I use a how to, I know someone wants to do something. But if I use buy or sell, then I know that people are really looking to spend money, and those are the hot customers that I want to bring into my organization. If I had buy Boulder, Colorado real estate, and then Boulder, Colorado real estate, both as good search terms, which they're not in this case, then I would choose buy Boulder, Colorado real estate first if it was in our 2,500 to 10,000 realm, give or take a little bit, because buy is more action oriented. I know those people are ready to buy if I'm ready to sell. So that's important to know. I am Bill Volpe once again, and this is the Volpe Consortium, Inc. We still have our company URL here as the www.volpeconsortium.com, and our blog URL, which is most important to everybody for you to find even more information about how to bring customers and more revenue into your business for free using the internet at www.localinternetmarketingresource.com. So until tomorrow, when we do one more lesson to even bring more customers into your business and more revenue into your business using the internet for free, I am Bill Volpe, and I hope you have gotten a lot of good benefit from this, and we will talk tomorrow on yet another lesson, and they just keep on coming. So stay tuned and keep getting the great free content. By all means, leave comments below this video, ask any questions you might have by going to the blog, and please let me know anything that you're having difficulty with or anything you might want to know. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.